Yeah, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Bang, man. Back with another motherfucking Boo Bang Theory. Yeah, I know it's been a minute, man. Nigga been, dealing with life, you understand? Trying to get my shit together. Last video I think I probably did the last one in February, my actual sit down. So, I'm trying to get back into this thing, man. So, on this first one, I ain't gonna really talk too much. I'm gonna kind of let the video, go and let y'all check this video out, cause I know, like the regular news and shit ain't really playing shit that I've been finding, and the shit they trying to keep behind the curtain. So I want y'all to check out this shit, man. I told y'all about your boy, Dr. Fraudulent, man. That nigga ain't right, man. So y'all gonna understand what I've been trying to tell y'all about this dude. Everybody seem to think he the smartest motherfucker in the room. Check this shit out.
We don't know whether the pandemic started in a lab in Wuhan or evolved naturally, but we should want to know. 3 million people have died from this pandemic, and that should cause us to explore all possibilities. Instead, government authorities, self-interested in continuing gain-of-function research, say there's nothing to see here. Gain-of-function research, as you know, is juicing up naturally occurring animal viruses to infect humans. To arrive at the truth, the U.S. government should admit that the Wuhan Virology Institute was experimenting to enhance the coronavirus's ability to infect humans. Juicing up superviruses is not new. Scientists in the U.S. have long known how to mutate animal viruses to infect humans. For years, Dr. Ralph Barrick, a virologist in the U.S., has been collaborating with Dr. Shi Zhengli of the Wuhan Virology Institute, sharing his discoveries about how to create superviruses. This gain-of-function research has been funded by the NIH. The collaboration between the U.S. and the Wuhan Virology Institute continues. Doctors Barrick and Shi work together to insert bat virus spike protein into the backbone of the deadly SARS virus, and then use this man-made supervirus to infect human airway cells. Think about that for a moment. The SARS virus had a 15% mortality. We're fighting a pandemic that has about a 1% mortality. Can you imagine if a SARS virus that's been juiced up and had viral proteins added to it, to the spike protein, if that were released accidentally? Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute.
Do they fund Dr. Barrick?
We do not fund.
Do you fund Dr. Barrick's gain-of-function research?
Dr. Barrick does not do gain-of-function research, and if it is, it's according to the guidelines, and it is being conducted in North Carolina.
You don't think inserting a bat virus spike protein that he got from the Wuhan Institute into the SARS virus is gain-of-function?
That is not
a minority, because at least 200 scientists have signed a statement from the Cambridge Working Group saying that it is gain-of-function.
Well, it is not. And if you look at the grant and you look at the progress reports, it is not gain-of-function, despite the fact that people tweet that.
So do you still support sending money to the Wuhan Virology Institute?
We do not send money now to Wuhan Virology.
You support sending money. We did, under your tutelage. We were sending it through EcoHealth.
Yeah, nigga stuttering, man. That nigga was stuttering, man.
Sub-agency and a sub-grant. Do you support the money from NIH that was going to the Wuhan Institute?
Let me explain to you why that was done. The SARS-CoV-1 originated in bats in China. It would have been irresponsible of us if we did not investigate the bat viruses and the serology to see who might have been infected.
Or perhaps it would be responsible to send it to the Chinese government that we may not be able to trust with this knowledge and with this incredibly dangerous viruses. Government scientists like yourself who favor gain of function
I
research.
don't favor gain of function research in China. You are saying things that are not correct.
Government defenders of gain of function, such as yourself, say that COVID-19 mutations were random and not designed by man. But interestingly, the technique that Dr. Barrett developed forces mutations by serial passage through cell culture that the mutations appear to be natural. In fact, Dr. Barrett named the technique the no-see-em technique because the mutations appear naturally. Nicholas Baker in the New York Magazine said nobody would know if the virus had been fabricated in a laboratory or grown in nature. Government authorities in the U.S., including yourself, unequivocally deny that COVID-19 could have escaped a lab. But even Dr. Shi in Wuhan wasn't so sure. According to Nicholas Baker, Dr. Shi wondered, could this new virus have come from her own laboratory? She checked her records frantically and found no matches. That really took a load off my mind, she said. I had not slept for days. The director of the gain of function research in Wuhan couldn't sleep because she was terrified that it might be in her lab. Dr. Barrett, an advocate of gain of function research, admits the main problem that the Institute of Virology has is the outbreak occurred in close proximity. What are the odds?
Now look, this shit crazy, right? Now these are hearings, man, that they've been having for over a month now. And you won't see none of this shit on local news. You won't see none of this shit on the regular news channels or news stations, or not, not even our national news. But you'll see this shit on news across in other countries showing this shit. And if you go and do your research and just kind of get online and look and start looking up these hearings that they have in, like, the Republican hearings and different hearings that they be having, you can find this shit, man. I just stumbled across this shit, was like, this shit is crazy. They've been having Fauci, going to hearings about this motherfucker virus, man. He know a lot. I keep telling y'all, man, this dude is the devil, man. So y'all better get up on this shit and start doing your research on this shit, man. But I'm gonna let them finish this out real quick.
Barrett responded, could you rule out a laboratory escape? The answer in this case is probably not. Will you, in front of this group, categorically say that the COVID-19 could not have occurred through serial passage in a laboratory?
I do not have any accounting of what the Chinese may have done, and I'm fully in favor of any further investigation of what went on in China. However, I will repeat again, the NIH and NIAID categorically has not funded gain-of-function research to be conducted in the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
You support it in the U.S. We have 11 labs doing it, and you have allowed it here. We have a committee to do it, but the committee has granted every exemption. You're fooling with Mother Nature here. You're allowing super viruses to be created with a 15% mortality. It's very dangerous, and it was a huge mistake to share this with China, and it's a huge mistake to allow this to continue in the United States. And we should be very careful to investigate where this virus came from.
I fully agree that you should investigate where the virus came from, but again, we have not funded gain-of-function research on this virus in the Wuhan Institute of Virology, no matter how
parsing words, you're parsing
say
words.
it.
There was research done with Dr. Shi and Dr. Barrett. They have collaborated on gain-of-function research where they enhanced the SARS virus to infect human airway cells, and they did it by merging a new spike protein on it. That is gain of function. That was joint research between the Wuhan Institute and Dr. Barrett. You can't deny it.
Senator Paul, your time has expired. Dr. Fauci, I will let you respond to that when we need to move on.
Excuse me?
I will allow you to respond to that, and then we'll move on.
I just wanted to say, I don't know how many times I can say it, Madam Chair. We did not fund gain-of-function research to be conducted in the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, it's Kate Corley here with...
Yeah, you did, motherfucker. So, proof is in the motherfucking pudding, man. They got so much information, so much motherfucking evidence about this punk ass Dr. Fraudulent, and him having knowledge of this whole shit the whole time, you know what I'm saying? And possibly I'm just saying possibly because, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt since he ain't been convicted yet. Had hands on the whole shit, been paying for this shit. And, you know, I'm gonna show y'all some more evidence, you know, just to give y'all more proof of this guy y'all been putting your whole trust in and listening to this whole time. So, like I said, man, stay back, get back with me, stay tuned. I'm gonna be back later on today with some shit. I'm gonna talk to you about the Bat Lady and, you know, the information I got on her. I kind of shared back in February, I do believe, and I gave some insight on it and, you know, did the video on it. But I'm gonna put some more detail in what she was up to within, you know, the last, say, 10 years or so, okay? It's your boy Bang, man, signing out, man. Appreciate anybody who stumbled up on this video, man, and checked it out, man. Like and share this shit, man, because we need to get the word out on Dr. Fraudulent, man. He killing a lot of people, man, and people putting their trust in him, man. Ain't understanding that this guy don't give a fuck. So it's all about fake science to him, you hear me? 100, man, it's your boy Bang signing out. Yeah.